Shalom. I'd like to start off by giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem Krakadash. This is Matazak coming at you another lesson. Double honors to apostles and elders of GMS who are pushing this word with 100% accuracy and truth. Greetings and salutations to the whole select out there who are doing everything sincerely. To you all, I'd like to say shalom. Today's quick lesson is going to be about this digital ID being the coming of the micro your potato chip, if you can read between the lines. The motb, the end all be all, and they're getting ready to push this thing, and eventually that micro your potato chip gonna eventually be in people. I'm gonna play a series of clips like I always do to show a bit of evidence and these scriptures, and then we're gonna head out.
But first, last week on Outsiders, I mentioned the threat posed to your freedom, and more importantly, the terrifying threat posed to your children's and your grandchildren's future freedoms by a possible government-imposed digital ID. Here's digital ID opponent Whitney Webb warning that the WEF, the World Economic Forum, are desperate for public-private partnerships linked to digital IDs.
Essentially what this public-private partnership that the WEF is pushing for is for every person's access to the internet to be tied to a digital ID or a government-issued ID, but presumably a digital ID just because of where government-issued ID programs are all going essentially around the world.
Now, many skeptics warn that a digital ID is the end of democracy as we know it and an irreversible step into a dystopian future of firstly no cash, just a digital currency controlled by governments, potentially leading to a Chinese-style social credit system where government has the ability to control and restrict every single aspect of your lives, from where you go, how you travel, your health care, what you eat, control over your spending habits, a veto over your job prospects, and so on. Here's digital ID and digital currency skeptic and former Wall Street investment banker, by the way, so she knows of what she speaks, Catherine Austin Fitz.
Programmable money doesn't click in and work well unless you've got everybody on the grid. You need to be able to track them. You need to be able to watch their behavior. You need to be able to influence their behavior. And then you've got complete control. And that is not just wearables. That is not just an internet of bodies. That is a coup d'etat. That is the end of human liberty in the West.
On your screen is the World Economic Forum's...
And she's right. And that's going to lead to that micro your potato chip. It's going to lead straight to that. The mark of the beast. The motb. And when they get that in you, they have full control over you. And not only that, you turned your back on Yahweh. So what did that leave you? Only death. You're going to get death. If you like to see more of this, you can continue on this channel. You can see it in the video. And then got one more.
Today, particularly with biometric technology, the world will move to biometric ID, and they'll do it because in the end it's better for people. It's not about, look, the amount of information government's going to have on you is going to be minimal compared with what your local supermarket has on you. So,
and that's a lie. That's a lie. They're going to have complete information on you, way more than the supermarket can ever have on you.
This is a completely sensible way to go, and I think you will find right round the world that people move in this direction, because it will facilitate the access to government services. And by the way, in some of the developing countries, the thing is about biometric ID. I mean, as you know, my view is the whole world's getting changed by technology. The big political debate we should be having, we're not really having it, is how do you master this technology and harness it for the public good? But in every single field of our work.
Oh yeah, and then I would like to say, any clips and videos I use are for educational purposes only. I almost forgot. It's for educational purposes only. Not monetary usage. For educational purposes only. Thank you.
Our leisure, the way we interact with each other, technology is going to change everything. So, biometric ID is just one part of a much, much bigger picture. Face this situation in the future, we're going to have to create a global infrastructure to deal with future pandemics, because I think what has happened to us is probably part of a change that is going to be just normal.
Breaking news now. Digital ID will be made law for all adults in an effort to tackle small boats. Downing Street believes that a mandatory ID card system will help stop illegal...
Mandatory ID. Mandatory. They're going to push this thing. And then they're going to push that thing, that microchip on you. That potato chip going to be on you.
Immigrants working. Let's bring in our political correspondent Mari Aurora. Mari, what more do we know about this?
Yeah, well, Gareth, this is interesting because this is something that has been spoken about a lot. Tony Blair, for instance, has been talking about this for years and years as what he always believed was one of the best ways to try and reduce illegal immigration and the ability for people to work illegally here in the UK.
And that is why today I am announcing this government will make a new free of charge digital ID mandatory for the right to work by the end of this Parliament.
For the right to work. You're going to need this thing to live in this society, to work in this society. They're going to push this thing all over the world. And if you ain't got the microchip that they're about to send out, that potato chip, you're gonna be homeless. You're gonna be just out there. Your only bet of survival is to rely on Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua.
Let me spell that out. You will not be able to work in the United Kingdom if you do not have digital ID. It's as simple as that. Because decent, pragmatic, fair-minded people, they want us to tackle the issues that they see around them. And of course, the truth is, we won't solve our problems if we don't also take...
They're going to implement this thing. They're going to force it. And there's nothing you can do about it. No protesting, no none of that. They're not having that.
On the root causes, looking upstream to tackle poverty, conflict.
All UK citizens...
They lying. They ain't gonna tackle poverty. It's gonna be you're either rich or you're poor. These devils. They know what they're doing. They're using their silver tongue to get people to accept it, which they're gonna make people accept it regardless if they accept it or not, and push their agenda. You're either gonna be rich or you're gonna be ultra poor. No in between, no middle class, no none of that. You either gonna have that chip and be rich, or you're gonna be on the street with nothing. You're gonna be in the woods with nothing. You're gonna be in the highland with nothing. You're gonna be in the field with nothing. You're gonna be dead with nothing. And you're gonna be. And those people that's rich with that chip, they getting that missile. They getting that missile. They getting that flame. They getting that fire. So, if you like to, see more, there it is on the screen. You can check it out. But for now, I already got it out. This is Ciroc which is known as Ecclesiasticus 12 in verse 10. Never trust thy enemy, for like as iron rusted, so is his wickedness. You can't, this man, he's like iron, he's like rust on an iron. Like, he'll say one thing and then he'll backstab you. Like, you can't trust this guy. He'll make promises and then next thing you know, he'll break it. Know how many contracts and covenants he unbroke? This man can't be trusted. Though he humble himself and grow crouching, yet take good heed and beware of him. And thou shalt be unto him as if thou hast wiped a looking glass, and thou shalt know that his rust have not been altogether wiped away. Like I just said, this man, he's wishy-washy. He's a backstabber. He's a viper. He's a literal viper. He will bite you the first chance he gets. If he don't like you, he's gonna bite you. If you prospering over him, he's gonna bite you. Don't trust this man. Don't trust that this agenda he's pushing out. You trust it, you're gonna get bit, and then that venom gonna be deadly. Then we're gonna go to and close out with Revelation 13 is and 13 and 16. And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor. See, there's no in between that. There's no in between you being rich or poor. That middle class is out of there. And he shall causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond. And there ain't no freedom in that. To receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell, save he had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. Here is wisdom. Let him that have understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 666. And that's on the barcode. That's on the barcode. Barcode on those damn micro your potato chips. If you receive that thing when it come out, you're just an idiot. I'm just gonna be simple with it. You're an idiot. But then again, it's gonna be a lot of idiots. The idiots are gonna be blooming when this thing drop. They're gonna be so gullible. And Yahweh, he knows it. He made you people this way. This is his movie. This is Yahweh Shai. His lead role is coming in once again. He's the lead actor. And he's about to do his role. He's about to do his thing. And the 144,000 and the hopeful elect, the co-stars, they about to do their thing. So stay tuned. This thing is going to drop, and you people are going to regret it. And with that being said, call Halayim La Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua Ba'Shem Kakadash. This is Matazah, and this is a lesson on the mark. And let me see the motb, the micro your potato chip. If you can read between the lines. Greetings and salutation to the hopeful elect doctor. To you all, I'd like to say shalom.